All right, we're going to talk a little bit about politics. Let's see if I can move this over. No, I don't want to talk about this. Okay. All right, so we started recording. Um, the Supreme Court dismissed the bid by the Attorney General. Listen, it was a long shot to do it. I think this is political in nature. Obviously, the House Republicans need Trump supporters to back them. Uh, the Attorney General is under investigation. The Texas Attorney General is under investigation. This is good to distract everybody from that. I mean, the idea that one state can control another state makes no sense. The whole purpose of the United States is that it's almost like 50 individual countries working together for the greater good. Um, I don't know what Texas hoped, besides political ambitions, to get from this. Um, and Trump is making a lot of money. I don't know if it's to retire campaign debt. I don't know if it's to set himself up for 2024. Um, we're not sure what the end game is for Trump, or maybe just like he said in another article. I need to soundproof my windows. I don't know if it's to set himself up for 2024 or it's to retain power in the Republican Party. Everybody is aware Ivanka is moving out. People are looking for jobs. Everybody's aware that it's over and there's no chance of him getting this reversed. Um, I remember in 2016 hearing about a bunch of people disturbed by Hillary and saying this is not their country and going on and on and on and on, and then they all ended up staying anyway. But the point was is that Democrats had sour grapes in 2016. It wasn't this bad, but it was pretty bad, and Trump supporters now are having that same type of feeling of dread of 4 years of Democratic control. It's obviously very tribal in nature, but at the end of the day, we have to understand that you know voting matters. Elections have consequences, and there's a new beginning. Your life will not change that much. You get to go to work. You get to try to make a living for yourself. This pandemic will not be forever. Uh, this administration will not be forever, just like any other administration. It goes back and forth, and so um, this idea that it was stolen from him, it's right on brand for Trump. He goes against everything everyone's ever done or expectations of a president, which is fine. He has poked his finger into the eye of democracy in a certain sense, with going against tradition and everything else. But if it benefits him politically, he's going to do it. We know this, and a lot of people have had told him when he made that line in 2015 about Mexicans being rapists and all this other stuff that it was going to sink. He's been told that his political ambitions are sunk numerous times. So this idea that he's going to run in 2024, I think he has a possibility of winning. It's all plausible, and if he feels this is on brand and it helps him politically, he's going to do it. So the Supreme Court, there was never a doubt that the Supreme Court was going to overturn this. I mean, there's nothing to govern if it's just heaps of ash. And I think the idea, if they did overturn this, what it would do, like for protesting, I honestly thought it would lead to tremendous unrest, violence, burning. I don't want to go as far as to say a civil war, but it would not have been pretty. And the Supreme Court, specifically John Roberts, understands to not wade into these things. And I've told friends this, if Trump had just one state to flip, and if it was within 1,000 votes, similar to Florida in 2000 with Bush and Gore, there would have been a chance of overturning it, but that just didn't happen. In this case, he had four states that he had to flip with four different jurisdictions, with four different courts, with four different state laws, with over 8 million difference in terms of the popular vote. Biden had over 300 electoral votes. It's tough to think that you have a shot at doing anything other than that. But very interesting Supreme Court case. And you can actually see the four states here: Georgia, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin were being sued. Um, Alito and Clarence Thomas, the two most conservative of the Supreme Court, said that they would have given them a chance to, what was it? Was it to argue? Wait, they wouldn't have given them a remedy, so they wouldn't have overturned it themselves. But I guess they would have allowed them to pitch their case. I don't even know what that means. But yeah, we're going to talk politics. We're open minded to seeing both sides of the argument. I think, once we get past the tribal nature of it and understand that it's a show, it's a farce. If you remember that picture with Trump and Hillary Clinton at Trump's wedding, they all enjoy each other's company when the cameras are not on, and they all act like it's you know, death to everybody because they need to create these wedges, and that's both sides in order to win. In order to win, you have to make it scary, and you have to make it feel as um, if their opponent wins, it's the end of the world. That's just part of the game. Don't absorb that energy, whether you're right or left. Live your life as best you can. Support your neighbors. Show love, and things will get better. But if you continue to take it personally with them, if you believe that people are being cheated and everything else, I mean it's never gonna work. But all right, that's it. Like, comment, subscribe.